Python programming, which is highly we used to write whenever you are becoming a data scientist, because if whenever you are handling a data, there are a lot more things we need to use, like while cleaning a data or to convert that data into another format. So likewise, we used to have lot of functions and lot of process while handling the data sets. So for that, definitely we need some basic Python programming. So that's the thing which we are going to see from the session. So please do it with me, and I hope you guys are having your laptop with you. So instead of using my code, you just try to open a Google Colab and try to explore the program with me. Okay, whenever we are showing the code and we are executing a code, at the time you just start writing in your Google Colab as well. Okay, so or else a session, if the session is after the session is completed, you can also write your program. Okay, so instead of doing like copy pasting, please try to write a program with me. Okay, so here so let us open this mind map. Okay, this mind map is also might be a very larger one. Okay, so give me a minute, I'll open this mind map. Pen. Okay, here guys, as we have already discussed in the previous session itself, we have explored like what in Google Cloud, we have explored some of the basic Python program, right? Other than that, here we are also going to use like we are going to start writing a Python programming, which is going to be very helpful for handling the data and like other kind of like doing operations, like by using any arithmetic operations, or how to create a functions, and what are the other keywords or syntax which is needed to process the functions, such as like data manipulation. So if that is a string, so how to change, or how to use that in a list, or how to use that in a tuple, or how to use that in a dictionary. So what is meant by the dictionary format? So likewise, we are going to explore a lot more things from this mind map. This mind map is also really important because it is really huge. Okay, so I hope you all super ready for this session. If you are super ready for the session, you just post "I'm super ready, Sanjay" in your comment box below. So first of all, while talking about the Python program, so as we have already discussed that, so while talking about the Python program, it is more popular and it is very easy to use, which it can able to use it for different kind of applications, which includes web development, artificial intelligence, and under then we have a machine learning and an operating system, and in creating a mobile applications or development of applications or development of video games. So for those kind of load of applications, we can use the Python programming. And on that Python programming, as we have already know that, so while talking about a Python programming, it is completely about the libraries. Okay, so what is mean by library? So a library is kind of a set of rules on those things which is already be written as a files. So you can able to directly import that library for a certain functions. So while talking about the libraries for Python, based on the application, we used to have a lot of libraries, which includes like even we'll used to have Google API, like Google Assistant libraries there. Likewise, based on the application. So for an example, if you want to access the certain URL, you can use a URL lib library. And if you want to use any other cloud system, so if you want to use any other cloud, so we used to have that cloud library. So likewise, for based on the application, we used to have a lot of libraries. So while talking about this list of libraries, so here we are going to explore a major or mostly used library for data science. First library, which is pandas library. What does mean by pandas? So this pandas library will be helpful for doing a data analysis and data manipulation. As you guys have already attended the statistics session before, where we have loaded a data set by using a pandas library, right? So we have loaded, and if you want to do some process, or if you want to do like a manipulation on the data, so that can be done with the help of the pandas library. This is the first library which is highly necessary for an example, if you are having a data set in the format of .csv file or .any other text files, so that can be easily loaded into your Python notebook with the help of this pandas library. So that's why it is purpose about data analysis and then data manipulation. And then second library, which is a NumPy library. So what does mean by NumPy? NumPy library, which is nothing but a numerical Python library, which is going to be helpful for basic numerical operations, which includes like majorly it will be helpful for handling array operations, like using a single dimensional or next dimensional, or to assign an array, or to get the value from the array. So those kind of operation can be done with the help of the NumPy. So that is numerical Python library. And there is a third main library, which is a SciPy. So which is nothing but a scientific Python library, which will be helpful for doing scientific operations, which includes like matrix multiplication or multi-dimensional matrix multiplication, or if you want to use any image based thing. So if you are using any image based activities, where if you are talking about an image, so for an example, this is an image. So if this is an image, this image is nothing but a combination of rows and then columns of pixels. So 1 2 3. So likewise, it is a combination of matrix. It is a combination of rows and then column which contains a pixels. So if you are processing a single image with another image, definitely it is going to be processed with the help of like converting that into an array or converting that into a matrix. So from the matrix we can able to do some other process. So that can be only done with the help of the scientific Python library. And fourth main library, which is a matplotlib. So what is the matplotlib? As we have already discussed, this will be helpful for doing a data visualization. So for an example, as you are a machine learning engineer, if you are loaded a data set and if you want to visualize it in a chart, for an example, what are the input data, what are the input data which has been segregated for different between like a classes. So likewise, if you want to visualize a data, so that is also can be done. Otherwise, once the results or once the training is also completed, if you want to draw the graph between accuracy and the loss, so likewise if you want to draw the graph, or if you want to like showing in a graphical representation, like graphs and charts and plots, so those things can be done with the help of this matplotlib library. And then we also have Seaborn, so which contains additional plot types, so which is also going to be looking like a matplotlib, but with the help of the Seaborn we can also use more number of charts and then plots. So that is a Seaborn library. As well as we also used to have scikit-learn library, which is the major library which is going to be helpful for handling the machine learning algorithms. So from the scikit-learn, with the help of the scikit-learn, we can able to use the libraries such as logistic regression, linear regression, or polynomial regression, or support vector machine, support vector classifier. So likewise, what are all the machine learning algorithms that can be loaded with the help of the scikit-learn library. And TensorFlow library, which is also going to be helpful for handling the high computational based calculation. So those things can be done. And Keras is also looking like same. So this Keras is going to use this TensorFlow as a backend, TensorFlow or Theano as a backend. So this library, which is going to be majorly useful for handling images, like in the concepts of deep learning concepts. Okay, in the deep learning concepts, TensorFlow and then Keras, which is going to be majorly used, scikit-learn, which will be majorly used on the machine learning concepts. Okay, so these are all the major library which we used to have in the Python programming if you are a data analyst or data scientist. So what are the libraries? NumPy, Pandas, Scientific Python, SciPy, and Matplotlib, Seaborn, scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras. So these are all the libraries. I hope you are clear with the library. If you are clear with this library, you just put "I'm super clear, Sanjay," about the library in your comment box below. Okay, so these are all the libraries, very basic libraries which we are going to use. And now let us go for this Python programming. So here, if you are seeing this number, this is 96 branches are here. So then you can able to easily understand how much number of codes or how much thing we are going to explore from this part, because it is going to be rapid fire. Okay, so you are going to do it with me and you are going to understand with me. So as some people may have a knowledge about the Python programming, but most of the people are not having the knowledge about the Python programming. So that's why we have categorized this session, which is especially for to become a data scientist, which is completely handling a data types, data formats, and data changing or changing the format. So likewise, we are going to do a lot of operations from this part. Okay, so so while talking about this, so here it's up to you guys. So as we have already discussed on the yesterday session, so about the notebook, it is up to you which notebooks which you feel very comfortable and which looks very easy for you. You can use that notebook. So you can use either ideally, or you can use either Google Colab or Jupyter Notebook or Anaconda or PyCharm. So any notebook, so which is your favorite, so based on that you just use it yourself. Okay, so simply we are going to start writing a program and we are going to execute it and we are going to run it. Okay, and for your reference, we also make it like a mind map like this. So print a statement. So how to do that? What is the syntax and what is the output? So likewise, I have captured a screenshot with the like, and I have pasted in this mind map as well. Okay, so like if you are talking about this print statement, of course we already know about the basic things about the print statement. Print of hello champ. So here, and another main thing, guys, while talking about the Python version, so previously we used to have Python 2 versions on there, right? So on the 2, so if you have downloaded any old version of Python program, so you can see like this code like this, okay, where it is represent that this code is written by using a Python 2 version. But nowadays don't use the Python 2 version because it is going to be it is already outdated. Okay, please don't use Python 2 version. Instead, please go for Python 3 version. So from the Python 3 version, we are using any stable versions like 3.5, 3.6 or 3.7. 3.9 is also okay, but whenever I'm handling like previous 1 month, so previous like nearly 6 months, I have faced some of the problem on that. So that's why we are suggesting you to go for the stable version, which is 3.7.8, which we have used before, right? So here, this, since it is a basic project or basic program, so I'm using this Python from Google Colab. Okay, if it is normal print statement, so it is also going to be simple. So I'm going to put like print and then hello champs. Okay, hello champ, this is the print statement. And then what is variable and type. So as each and every step which is going to be passed by, it is going to be little bit difficult when compared to the previous one. Okay, stay connected with me. So variable and then types. So while talking about this variable and then type, so as we have already discussed that, so for an example, if you have a variable which is named visit is equal to 100 and the print of type of visit, what it is mean by that. So for an example, guys, so if you are writing a program and if you want to know the type of the variable, so what is the type? So for an example, as I'm going to talk, or I'm going to ask you the question that if 100, so what is the data type of the 100? That is a integer number, right? So that is a answer is integer. If I'm telling you that what is the variable which is in the name of like I am hello champ, if that is a string, so what is the type? That is a string data type. Whereas if I'm telling you that question which is 2.4, what is the data type of it? That is float. So likewise we already know. But other than that, if there is any data which has been handled by any other libraries or those things, if you want to know about this data type, that can be known by using the keyword called type of z. So z is equal to 100 here, so which is going to give you the type, so that is an integer. So instead of 100, if I'm going to give some string, so let us give some string. Okay, so here I'm going to put champ. Okay, I'm going to execute this. Okay, so class which is string. Okay, so likewise it can able to give you the data type of the certain variable. This is also highly necessary whenever you start writing a program. Definitely you will need this. Okay, that is the second part. Okay, I think you are also writing your program with me, so please write it down. Okay, so in your Google Colab or Jupyter Notebook, any notebook. Okay, this is the variable. So here we have initialized as like a z is equal to champ, and we can able to find out the data type by using the keyword called type of that variable name. So type of z is equal to champ. Okay, instead of that, if I'm going to pass the float number 5.4, if I'm going to execute that, it is given the result that is a float. Okay, this is the second one. So variable types. And also, so here we have used more number of variables. A is equal to 5 and B is equal to champ, this is a string, and C is equal to 1, 2, 3, which is a list, and D is equal to 5.2. Okay, so likewise we have some of the things. So I'll comment now. Okay, so here these are the values, right? So these are the other things. Okay, I'll do the comment, sorry. Okay, first of all, I'll comment this. Okay, first of all, you just understand what does this whos mean. Okay, so what is that whos is nothing but it is like to find out or to know about the data type, or to know about to know about the data type of the certain variables which we have used in the certain worksheet. So for an example, I'll show that now. Okay, so for an example, I'll copy and I'll put it in the another code here. Okay, so for an example, here we have multiple variables, right? So A, B, and then C, as well as D is also there. So that is also, it will be like this. Okay, I'm going to copy this D. Okay, so if you are using the whos command, so if you are seeing this output, because here there is a type, right? So type of z, so we need to specify for which variable we need to find out the data type. For an example, if you want to find out the complete details about the certain variables, here that can able to give the lot of information, because on the upcoming we have used a lot of variables, so that's why it is giving a lot of information about this. Okay, a is equal to 5, that is a integer data type, and arith, which is a function, and b, that is a string, and c, which is a list, and d, which is a float number. So likewise it will give the complete information about the variables. Okay, what are the all variables which are used in the certain notebook, it will give the complete information about the certain variables. So that is mean by this whos. Okay, percentage whos. Okay, this is the keyword which is going to be helpful for identifying the or understanding the data types or data about the certain variables. Okay, so here what is the main thing is data slash info, and here we have the data, like a, what is the type, that is the integer data type, and data, which is a 5. Okay, so this is the whos command, which is going to be helpful for getting the complete information about the variables. Okay, same as like if you want to delete the certain certain variable, that can be, or that can also be deleted by using this del d. Okay, so here del, which is going to represent delete, or space d, so which is going to delete that certain variable. Okay, that is the meaning of this del of d. And another main thing about the comments, guys, so for an example, if you want to comment a certain line, you can comment like this. Okay, you can comment so that d won't be executed. Same as like if you want to comment this line, so that is won't be executed. But if you want to comment multiple lines, so for an example, if I don't need the a, b, and then c, which has already been executed, now you can use this kind of comments. Okay, so you can put this triple quotes so that this complete 3 lines which is going to be commented. Okay, a is equal to 5, b is equal to champ, c is equal to 1, 2, 3, so which is going completely, it is going to be commented. Okay, if you have run this d will be deleted now. Okay, so if you are executing this variable, it won't show this d, because d which is also been deleted from this memory. Okay, so if you want to delete a variable, you can able to delete it by using del space d. Okay, this is the syntax to delete the certain variable. Okay, so and then while talking about the next thing, delete a variable, so which we have already seen now. Okay, if you want to delete, you can use the keyword called el, and if you want to go for arithmetic operations, so also is going to be simple. So I think you guys all know about those things, right? So normalization, subtraction, and division, and modulus. So what it is going to give me the answer, guys. Okay, if you know the answer, you just put your answers in the live chat, because I think a lot of people may know the answer. What is the difference between this a divided by b and a percentage b? Okay, if you know the answer, you can post your answers in the comment box below. Okay, so definitely at last I'll tell you the answer. Okay, so here a percentage b and a slash b and a multiples of b, and then this a double bar b and a star b. So if you are talking about this a star b, so a asterisk b means, what it means, that is power of a comma b. So power of, so if you are running that, so you can able to understand this output. So if you are executing this, so a plus b, that is 15, a minus b, that is 5, and a by b, that is 2.0, and a percentage b 0. So if you are seeing this output, a multiples, a asterisk, and then b, it is the meaning which is simple, 10 to the power of 5. Okay, 10 to the power of 5, which is the value, or which is the value which we got, this value. Okay, this value which is the output of 10 to the power of 5. Okay, so a to the power of b. Okay, that is 10 to the power of 5. That is the meaning of this double asterisk. Okay, so if you understand this, so from this a divided by b and a percentage b, what is nothing but a divided by, which is going to return you the quotient, where a percentage b, which is going to give us the remainder. Okay, so this is output of this arithmetic operation. I hope you all familiar with this. And boolean, so while talking about boolean, also whenever we used to work on certain functions where it is either like true or false, so those conditions we can go for the boolean operations. So here I am initiating a certain variable, so a is equal to false. So here f is uppercase and a less e, so this is a boolean condition we have initiated, that is a false, and b is equal to we have initialized, that is a true. Okay, and print of type of a and print of type of b, what it is going to give, it is going to give us the result, that is bool. Okay, and print of a and b not equal to a or b. So, and another main advantage of the Python programming, guys, So it is like our English language. So for an example, so in your C programming, how you can able to do the AND operator. So usually you'll use this ampersand, right? So double ampersand. So for and for OR you'll use this symbol, right? So for in the Python programming, it is not required for you to use these kind of symbols. Instead, you can use the keyword called AND. Okay, so A and B not equal to A or B. So we are going to check some conditions. Okay, so if you are executing this, so print of type of A, that is a boolean, because A is also initialized as a false, and type of B, which is also initialized as a true, that is also a boolean. And finally, in the final print statement, we got the output which is true. So what is meant by true here? So A and then B, which is false and true, not equals to what is A, false or true. Okay, definitely both is not going to be equal, so that is why we got the response that is a true. Okay, so so this condition passed. Okay, it is not failed, it is passed, so that's why we got the answer in a boolean format, so that is a true condition. Okay, so this is the boolean operator. I hope you guys are familiar. So these are all the keywords, like you can use and you can use or, as well as you can also use not. Okay, likewise you can use this boolean functions to compare or to do some kind of boolean functions that can be easily done without using a symbols. Instead, we can use this kind of words or this kind of keywords such as and, or, and those things. Okay, this is the boolean operator which you able to in a Python programming. And operator comparison. So while talking about operator comparison, it is also going to be simple. So x less than y, so and then x greater than y, or x is double equals to y, or x less than y, or x less than or equal to y. So likewise we can able to put up other keywords. Okay, so you can put not equals to. Okay, so here if you are running this part, so x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 5, it can able to give you the results in format as well. So you can put up some if statement to compare or to give us the output, or else you can use this kind of method. So here x less than y, so what is x? X is 10 and y is 5. X less than y, so 10 is less than 5, which is failed, that is why we got the response that is false. And x is greater than y, so yes, it is true, so we got the response that is true. So likewise we can able to get the results in boolean output, as well as if you want to compare or if you want to put like if conditions. So if x double equals to y, you can put up a print statement like print of x is equals to y. So likewise we can able to put basic operations in here. Okay, so this is the operator comparison. Okay, and here there is also another thing which we need to know about other options or another functions which is highly necessary to know, which is getting user input. So for an example, guys, if you are here like in a form or something like that, if you want to get some data, that data can be obtained by using the function called input function. So here in the program, what we are going to do is we are going to get three information. First one, user's name, and second one, year of birth, and third one which is enter your height. Okay, likewise we are going to get three information. That information can be taken from the user. So instead of saying I'm going to show it to you, if I'm running that, it is asking my name, so enter your name. So here I'm going to give Sanjay. Okay, so and then it is asking the second question, which is enter your year of birth. So if I'm going to give 1996, okay, and enter your height. So for example, I'm going to put 5.2, so 5.1. So here finally it gave the results like name Sanjay, year of birth 1996, height 5.1. So likewise it can able to give you the results. So another main thing about this keywords or these nodes, so here apart from the input, so here input of enter your name is here, right? So input of enter your name. Other than that, before we need to specify the data type, what kind of data type which you are using, so or which kind of data type which you are going to get the data. For an example, if you are going to get the date of birth, that is going to be a number, whereas if you are going to get their name, that is going to be an alphabet value, right? So that is going to be a string. So based on the data which you need, so you can able to get the data. Okay, for an example, why we need to do that? So instead you can get this raw data and you can print it. Other than that, if you want to do some operations or to do some functions, for an example, if you are getting input of a, so I'm going to give 5. Okay, it is automatically going to take that 5 as a string. So if you are doing some arithmetic operation, so definitely if you are doing like a plus of string of 5 and string of 5, it will be turned into 55, not as a 10. So that's why, to avoid it, you can able to specify the data type of the certain data which you are going to give us, like a user data. So that can be done with the help of by specifying the data type before the input function. So here another main thing about that is the input syntax, syntax which is going to ask you the question. Okay, so when you are executing this, the first variable, which is name, is equal to, so that is going to be assigned into the name variable. So I'm going to put champ. Okay, so and then second question, which is the year of birth, that data type is integer. Okay, so that's why I'm going to give integer data. And then height, so height, input of enter your height, that is in a float number, so I'm going to give 5.6. Okay, finally, so if it want to print the output, so previously how we have printed it, so we have printed normally by using a comma symbol, right? So x less than y, comma x less than y. So likewise this is also possible. Other than that, if you want to form us like a single sentence, that can be formed out by using the format function. Okay, so what is the format function? So what is the format function is name of, here we have assigned one like curly braces, inside that we have organized 10, and then year of birth we have put inside the curly braces we have dropped 1, and for a height we have initialized another curly braces, inside that we have dropped 2. Okay, what is mine? 0, 1, 2. So it is going to represent the format. So for example, this 0 is going to call the certain variable name. So what is name already here? The name is the data which you are get as like a name variable, and year of birth, that is 1, that is the second variable. Year of birth, which is year of birth data which we have given as an input, and height, so height of curly braces of 2, which is going to give us the height. So it is going to convert it into a single data. Likewise, the name champ and comma year of birth 1995, comma height colon 5.3. So instead of comma, so you can also put some other symbols like this. Okay, if you are executing this, it will give us the output. So first of all, it asks the question. Okay, so and then it is going to print it. Okay, so 995 and height 5.6. So likewise, it is going to give us the result likewise. Okay, so I hope you understand about the format option. So this is also will be very helpful to do some print statement in a single statement or in the single statement sentence. For an example, so where it will be used. So for an example, guys, if you want to combine into or convert into a single string, so you can assign to the certain variable. So where it has been used, so it has been used for any cloud services. If you want to append some certain data, it's like a complete string, that can be easily appended by using this kind of formats. Okay, so by using the format keyword, we can able to use multiple variables with its values in a single string or in a single data. We can able to execute by using the format keyword. So I hope you understand, and I hope you are clear, and I hope you all with me, guys. If you all with me, you just put I'm with you Sanjay in your comment box. Okay, so this is all about name, year of birth, and then height, which we have got the data from the user by using a different data type. So integer, string, float. Okay, this is the getting input from the user. Okay. So and then what is the next thing, which is about if condition. So as we have already known about the if conditions, right? So if condition, here we have executed a is equal to 5, b is equal to 5, and if a less than b, so here we need to keep a colon, guys. So as we have already discussed, this colon, which is going to resemble that something which is going to be some statement which is going to be executed out after this line. So that is mean by this. Okay, so if a less than b colon print of a is less than b, and in else elif statement we have given lot of statements here, but it is completely indented. So here, by looking about this Python programming, here this Python programming, so here the indentation is highly necessary. So for an example, if you are writing like this, okay, so print of a is equal to b, it will give you the error. What is the error? You just also want to know about the error. What is the error? Indentation error, expected and indented block. Okay, so these are all the error. Okay, so please note down the error. The error is also highly necessary to have a notice. Okay, so that indentation need to be proper. So you can press the backspace and you can press enter, so that it will be automatically indented. So it is equals to before we used to write the program like this, right? So we used to write the program like this. So this is equals to that one. Okay, so instead of putting this curly braces, simply you can indent your data likewise. Okay, so that it can able to give you the results like for an example, these three lines which is going to be under the elif condition, whereas this single line which is going to be under the else condition, whereas this print statement it is going to be under this condition. Okay, so for an example, if you want to execute another like nested if or nested condition, that is also possible. So for an example, a less than or equal to b. Okay, so here if you want to nested if, so you can also initialize if like this wise, or like if a double equals to b colon print of a is less than and or less than or equal to b. Okay, so less than or equal to b. Okay, so likewise you can able to execute or you can able to initiate with nested if statement also. So if and then else if condition, so based on your need. Okay, this is normal if else statement. And then let's go for the next operation, so where it is about while condition. So while talking about while looping, so it is also highly used in where the statement or where the function which is needed to be executed continuously, so that can be done. So here first of all, here we have initialized I is equal to 0 and while of I less than 5, so print of I plus equal to 1. So what is meant by this I plus equal to 1, which is equals to I is equal to I plus 1. This is the meaning of it. So I is equal to 0 while I less than 5. What it means, it won't include this 5 number. Okay, so what is the output here? So we got the output which is 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, this is the output, so it won't include the 5. For an example, if it need to include the 5, you can put equals to here, so that it will include the 5 also. 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so likewise you can initiate whatever you want, and you can also initialize with like true conditions as well. So if you are putting this true, so what it means, it is going to represent that is a infinite loop. Okay, so which is going to run continuously. Okay, this is the while condition. And then if you are going to check another conditions, or if you want to do some other operation, so here, so I is equal to 1. So here we have executed while true function. So here I would like to give the introduction to continue and then break. So you just see the output, then you'll understand. So what is the thing which we are given here? If I percentage 10 not equals to 0. Okay, so how much checking is there? Because here you have given number 10, right? So first of all it will be 1, and second time it will be 2, and second iteration it will be 3, fourth iteration will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 percentage 10, so on the time it will be turned into 0. So otherwise it will execute this if condition, right? On the if condition, so how many checking is there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 9 checking is there, because instead of going for this line, this continue will make the loop to come here. Otherwise, if there is no continue and then break here, it will execute this if completed once the first iteration is complete. Sorry, or once this part is completed. So still now there is a continue here. So first of all, it will be completed, and then it will come in this line if completed, and it will break this while true condition, and finally it will give you the results that is completed. So here let us execute like step by step. So first of all, what is the I is equal to, what is the first value? I is equal to 1. So it will come here. I percentage 10 not equals to 0. Of course it is true, because it is not, definitely it is not going to be equal to 0. So then why I will be incremented, so I will be turned into 2. Again it will come here because there is a continue here. So it will print checking, the first checking is completed, and then it will come inside again. So 2 percentage 10 not equal to 0, that is true. So again checking, so checking is printed. So likewise it will iterate 9 times, and finally at the final stage, because at the final iteration 10 percentage 10, that is this if condition going to be failed, and once it is failed, it is going to give us the result called if completed, and this with the help of this break statement, this while true, this infinite loop will also be breaked, and finally it will give you the results that is a completed. Okay, so I hope you are clear with this, guys. If you are super clear with this, you just post I'm super clear Sanjay in your comment box. Okay, so that is the continue and then break, which is going to be helpful for like doing a continuous statement and then break for now, especially on while loop. And another main function, for loop. So on for loop we have different loops, which includes like what So which includes like range function. So on that range function there is also a normal for loop function as well as like incremental or decremental. So for an example here, for I in range of 5, so what is meant by 5? So it is going to give you the result such as it start from 0 1 2 3 4. So totally 5 numbers, but it is won't including the last number. That is the meaning of range of 5. Okay, it start from 0, but it won't include the 5 number. This is a for I in range print of I, and then second function. So this is the like incremental. Okay, while talking about the incremental for I in range of 1 comma 10 comma 2, what does mean by that? So it start from 1 and it is going to end at 10, but it is going to increment like twice. Like it start from 1, no? So from the 1 it is going to be turned into 3, 2 and then 3, and then 4 and then 5 and 6 and then 7. So likewise it is going to increment like in the term of like number twice. So for an example, if you're going to put 3 and if we are going to execute this, so 1 4 and then 7. Okay, so likewise it will be incremented likewise by number of times. So how much times it need to be incremented? So 2 means, so 1 3 5 7 9. So these are all the numbers, okay, which we got it from this for I in range of 1 comma 10 comma 2. Okay, so this is the start point and this is the end point, and this is the incremental or decremental value which we need to do. Okay, so and then next one, this is the decrement. So if you want to do decrement, first of all the first number is going to be a bigger number, and second number which is going to be a small number, and third one which is going to be a decremental value. So here, since it is a decrement value, we need to represent in the symbol of like -2, so that it start from 10, but it is going to end at last number. Of course it won't include the last numbers. It won't include 1 here, and here also it won't include the 10 here. So likewise it start from 10 and it is going to end at 2, so it is going to be decrement like twice. So 10 8 6 4 2. Whereas if you want to decrement like a thrice, so here you can put up a 3, and if you are executing this, so here we got the output which is 10 7 and 4. Okay, this is the range function for decrement wise. And for list, guys, as session or as the second part is going by, so definitely it will be new for you, for some people, and it is also going to be it is going to be like a little bit complex, okay, when compared to the previous thing. Okay, so here let's go for the list option. Okay, this is the for condition, and here we have the list. So before discussing the list, I would like to give some introduction about the major data structure. Okay, so please wake up if you have slept. Okay, because definitely while talking about the programming, a lot of people may getting boring, but it is also necessary to learn. So once the session is completed, you can use this mind map to have a quick refresh throughout the basic concept, so that there will be a lot of complex tasks which can be given in your interviews or in your project. So that can be achieved by using or by go through the basic keywords or basic syntax. So that's why this data structure is also highly necessary. So while talking about this data structure, here we have 4 main data structure where the people getting lot of struggles and lot of confusing themselves about this data structures. So while talking about this data structures, we have 4 main things: list, tuple, set, dictionary. So these are all the words which you used to hear in the while learning a programming language, right? So let us compare, guys. Let us compare list, tuple, set, dictionary, so that you can able to easily understand this. Okay, so first of all, okay, so I'm sorry. First of all, here we have other things. Okay, so first of all, let us take an example. So that list, so if you want to call that as a list, or if you want to initialize that as a list, that can be initialized by using data is equal to the square braces, and inside that, by having a delimiter of comma, we need to specify or we need to initiate the different variables or different values. So here champ is the string and 67 is the integer value, where red is the string. Likewise, we need to initialize the list by in this way. Okay, by using this square braces, we can able to use that values, or we can able to initialize this values. This is the list. Okay, let's compare it with the tuple, guys. Okay, because while talking, by learning like combining others, you can easily understand. So while talking about this tuple, their tuple will be represented or will be initiated by using this kind of braces, normal braces of champ, comma 67, comma red. This is the tuple. Okay, whereas there is also a set. Okay, so while talking about this set, so this set will be like that set, it is going to have the curly braces. So curly braces of champ, comma 67, comma red. Okay, so it can be called as like name and then weight and then favorite color. So likewise, that set can be initiated by using the curly braces. Okay, so our same as like if you want to compare it with the dictionary, so that dictionary, so you can use or you can compare it with the real dictionary, guys. So for an example, if you don't know the certain word, so if you don't know the certain word, what you can do, so from the dictionary you will try to identify the keyword. Now we used to search in a Google, but before we used to search for like a Oxford dictionary. How many of you people have searched in Oxford dictionaries? Because I have also searched it. So if you have also searched, you just put I searched in your comment box below, because it is like previous old memories, right? Nowadays we are not doing that. Instead we can simply Google it and we are asking to the Siri or assistants, right? So while talking about the dictionary, on the time we used to search by the keyword. So for an example, if there is a word called like what inauguration, so if that is the inauguration, so you can search it by using the keyword called INN, right? So that is the dictionary, right? Same as like that dictionary also can be initiated using the keywords. Okay, so here we have data. So under the data, so name colon champ, comma weight colon 67 and color colon red. So here what is the keyword? Name is the keyword and weight is the keyword and color is the keyword. If you need the champ, you need to access it by using the keyword called name. And if you want the weight, which is 67, or if you want to know, if you want to get the data read, sorry, if you want to get the data that is red, so you can able to access it by using the keyword called color. Okay, let's compare four. First of all, this is the list. So you can initialize by using the square braces. And if it is a tuple, you can initialize with the normal braces. And if it is set, that can be initialized with the curly braces. And if it is the dictionary, so with the help of the same curly braces, but we need to initialize with the keywords. So name, champ, weight 67, color and then red. So you can access the certain data by using its keyword. So for the champ, name is the keyword. For 67, weight is the keyword. For color, for red, the color is the keyword. Okay. So likewise, this is the difference between what list, tuple, and then dictionary. Okay, so now let's compare the main fact. If you want to add the certain value, so if you want to add the certain, sorry, if you want to locate, so sorry, the second thing which is a locate. So if you want to locate the certain data, for an example, I need to get this red. So how can I get that? This is 0, 1, 2. So I can get this red color by using data of square braces inside 2. So if you are calling this, it will try to give you the answer or give you the response that is a red. Okay, if you want to get the certain data from the list, that can be taken by using this square braces by specifying its index or position. So data square braces of 2. Whereas if you are talking about this tuple, okay, so that is also can be taken like this. So data of 2. So here directly you can call like a red, that is a string in data. So you can call like if is red in a data. So likewise, you can also compare or you can directly access by using red in data. So if this is the word, so you can able to get the result that is a 2 because red is already there. Instead, if I'm calling likewise, it will return you the false because that REDD is not there, right? So if you want to locate the data, that can be located by using this keyword. And in the dictionary, so you can specifying its keyword. So data square braces, inside that we can specify the keyword color so that you can able to get the results which is a red. Okay, so that is the second second function which is okay. I hope you're comparing, guys. For list you can use by using braces. For people also you can use that. And for set we need to specify by you can able to call or you can able to access the data by comparing it with the red in a data or not. So and then it's a dictionary. You can able to get it by specifying its keyword. Okay, so keyword means color. So for weight, sorry, for 67, weight is a keyword. So with the help of that, we can able to locate it. And third function, if we want to add some data into the list, so how can you add that? So that can be added easily. So like on the list, data is equal to data plus India, or you can able to append it. Okay, so data is equal to data plus India, so it will append that India string inside this list. Okay, that is the value you can able to do it for list. Whereas if you want to do it in a tuple, that is not possible because we can't able to get the certain information to add that. For an example, you can take or you can initialize with multiple data and you can form it like a tuple. Other than that, some other option is not possible. And while talking about the set, so in the set, so here if you want to add, so you can add a data by using this string like this, data.add keyword. So you can use the keyword called add. Or if you want to update certain things for multiple data, if you want to update it there, you can use the keyword called data.update. So that is in a list. Okay, data.update of 24 comma reading books. So 24 is an integer and reading books is a string. So if you want to append that, that is also can be updated by using a data.update. So, and then in the dictionary, so if it is in a dictionary, so that can be added by using by specifying its keyword and its data, or and its values. The data of hobby is equal to reading books. So likewise, you can able to add the data there. Okay, you can able to append the data by another variables and you can able to add that. Okay, so I hope you understand the third function. Right. And then here also we have deleting a data. So you want to delete a certain data, that is also can be deleted. So here if you want to delete a data, you can use the delete data by function, so that complete data will be deleted, or you can specify del data of 2 so that red will be deleted. So likewise you can use the keyword. If in a tuple, that overall data will be deleted, but on specific you can't able to delete the data. Okay, and in the set data dot add of delete of data. So here also you can able to delete the data, like you can use the keyword called del of data, or if you want to remove the certain data from the set, you can remove it by using data dot remove of red. So you can use the keyword called remove. Okay, and in the dictionary you can able to delete it by using the keyword, okay, delete space data of hobby, so that hobby data will be deleted with its value itself, hobby and then reading books. So that will be deleted. That is the fourth function. That is the third function. And in the fourth function, if you want to copy the data into another variable, so it can be able to easily copy it, like data2 is equal to data, or data of 2 is equal to data. Likewise you can able to copy it, and on either set you can use the keyword called the data.copy. So I hope you all clearly understand this, guys. If you are clearly understand this, you just put I understood Sanjay in your comment box below. Okay, so and then 11th point, which is list. So while talking about the list, guys, so list is also more popular. So here we are going to initialize one variable. So num list equals to empty variable. Okay, empty list. Okay, there is nothing data which is present inside that. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to append some list. So here for I in range of 1, 10. So what does mean by 1, 10, guys? What is the output of range of 1, 10? So if you know the answer, you can post your answers in the comment box. There is a word called for I in range of 1, 10. So what is the output of range of 1, 10? If you know the answer, you just post it in your comment box. So if that is so for that, so for an example, guys, people on our school days, a lot of people will ask the faculties used to ask the tables, like tell me the 16th table, tell me the 18th table. So on the time that is highly really hard, right? So you can generate some numbers and you can able to generate some tables likewise, like numlist dot append of I multiples of 16. So first of all, if you see the output, you can able to easily understand this. So numlist is equal to this is a list, empty list for I in range of 1, 10. So it will generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it won't include 9. Whereas numlist dot append of I star 16. So for each and every time it will be multiplied and will generated one list for 16th table. Okay, 16, 32, 48, 64 values, and it will be formed as like a list because we have initialized this in a list kind of data type. By using the append, you are going to append that complete data into a single list. That is known as a num list. Okay, I hope you understand this list, how it works. And here we have a set. So on that set, so name colon, so you can call it like dictionary also, like keyword is here. So name and the name Sanjay, and year of birth, that is 1996, and weight 67. So if it is so, for I in str list, so if you want to print out the list, so you can run this name Sanjay, YOB 1996, weight 67. How it got? So print of I, so it is going to print first one. Okay, what is the first value? That is name, and then YOB, and then weight. Whereas str list of I, so what is the key, what is the data, or what is the value of the certain keyword? That can be easily obtained by using this str list of I. Okay, so str list of I means, so first of all it will be 0, so print of this one. So this means, so it is going to give us the Sanjay and the 1996 and weight of that is 67. So likewise we got the output from the list. Okay, so from this you can able to use it likewise to print a statement. Okay, I hope you understand this, guys. And we have functions. So while talking about functions, there are a lot of ways, guys. First of all, without any argument, so if you want to create a function, that function can be created by using the keyword called def of the function name. This is the function definition, and print of hello champ. This is the function to print the statement. Okay, if you want to call the function, you can call the function by using its name of this braces. Okay, so it is going to give me the results. Print of that's hello champs. Okay, this is the output. So for an example, okay, so if you are executing multiple things, whatever the things which is written under this function, so it is going to be give us the output without argument. If it need to be with argument, that is also can be done. For an example, in this program, I'm going to get the two numbers from the user. The first number is also integer, and second number is also integer. And arith, which is a function call of var1 and then var2. So var1 which is going to be this one, so first number, and var2 is going to be a second number, which is going to call this function arith of a comma b. Sum is equal to a plus b, diff is equal to a minus b, div is equal to a minus b. We are doing some arithmetic operation, so we are just going to print it. So this statement I think you guys all know because we have already did this, right? So enter the first number. I'm going to put 10, and second number which is 5, and add which is 15, sub which is 5, and division 2.5. This is with argument. Okay, so on the with argument there is no return values, but only a print statement is here. And if you want to return some values, that is also can be easily done. So arith of val1 comma val2 same, but we are going to assign it to the single variable called result, and print of results. So what is the print of results? So let us see the output. So enter the value 10, first number, and second number which is 5. Okay, so 15 comma 5 comma 2.0, this is the return value. So if you are going to return directly to the without any printing statement, we are going to directly return that values like sum, difference, and then division. So it is going to return like 15 which is a sum, and 5 which is a difference, and 2.0 which is a division. And if you specially want to access the certain number, only addition number, or only difference number, or only the division number, so that can be accessed by using this kind of square braces. You can able to its position. So here you can call like difference result of 1, which is going to give us fifth one, because 0, 1, and then 2. Okay, so from that it is given the second number, which is difference of 5. Okay, but if you need the first number, you can call it like 0. Okay, so 10, then 5. So this is the first number, it is given the results. Okay, so this is all about the return argument, but passing the function with the arguments, and also the function which is also giving the return statements. And you may ask some question to me. So what is the question is, Sanjay, if I have the lot of input arguments, so for an example, if I want to pass lot number, so if I want to do lot of arithmetic operation on the certain function, should I want to initiate like this, like 2, like 3, like 3? Do I want to do that likewise? Likewise, if do I want to initiate with a lot of variables? Is there any option for that? Yes, that's an option. You can specify, instead of specifying like more number of numbers, putting a comma, 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 comma. So instead of that, we can able to use the keyword called asterisk. Okay, so not asterisk, like not a keyword, just a symbol like asterisk of a certain variable. So with the help of that, what it will do, so it is not required for you to put like this a comma b comma c. It is not required to do that likewise. So instead of that, you can put asterisk of the certain variable name. So def of arith of data. So here we are going to pass to three variables. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, and C is equal to 3. Okay, so three variables I'm going to pass it to the function. So it is going to pass it there, and sum is equal to 0 for in range of length of data. So what is the length of data? Length of data is like it will be around like 3, right? So 3 is the number length of data. So it is going to get the length of data. It is going to pass it to the sum is equal to sum plus data of 1. So what is data of 1? So data of 1 is 1, data of 2 is 2, data of 3 is 3. Okay, it is going to add it and it is going to give us the result. Okay, so total is 6. Okay, even though you are changing any number, it is going to give us the results in our total. So total colon 10. Okay, so this is the output. So what is the function of this star and then data, star and then variable name? So which is going to be helpful for instead of the problem where we need to initialize with a lot of variables names on the function definition, you can use the star symbol to overcome the difficulties. Okay, so as if you want to pass like this kind of variable like x is equal to 5, if you are passing likewise by assigning and passing as an argument, if that is so, instead of putting a single asterisk, here we are going to put a double asterisk. That is a simple, right? So info of x is equal to Sanjay comma b is equal to 24. So for I in data, so on the data print of variable name is I. So the first one, variable name is x, and a variable value is Sanjay, and variable name is second one b, and then variable value is 24. Okay, so likewise we got this output. Okay, so I hope you understand this flow. Okay, so if the data which contains simple value passage as an argument, you can use the single asterisk. Instead, if the assigning as well as the argument which is passed into the certain function, that can be called, or that can be used by the keyword called double asterisk. Okay, so that is the thing about it. Okay, and then if you want to check some instance, so for an example, if you want to check out a certain format, or if you want to make sure whether that is in a format, here you can use the keyword called isInstant. What does mean by isInstant? Here type check of var. So here I'm going to pass one string variable, so hello champs. So it is going to pass it to the function. So on that function we are going to check whether that data is a string. So if it is a string, it is giving the printing statement that is an int string, or else it will tell it is a number. So for an example, if I'm going to run this part, so it is string. So because this variable which is a string already, instead I'm going to put 100 now, and I'm going to execute this. Now it is giving the reply that is it is number. Okay, so likewise we got this output. So for type check, so if you want to check out the type, and if you want to do some mathematical operations, so that can be done, mathematical or any other operation, that can be done by using this kind of isInstance keyword. Okay, and then there is a string, guys. So if you want to handle the string, it is also highly necessary, guys. Please stay attentive. So still going on. Okay, no worries. So you just try to understand from here. Okay, so while talking about string, so data, this is data here. Data is equal to hello champ. This is a string, only one single string. If it is string, so if you want to get the length of data, you can use the keyword called len of data. And if you want to, so what is the len of data, which is 12? So how it is 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12, the space. Okay, so total number of total length of your string is 12. Okay, and if you want to access the certain letter by its index, by its position, so if I need to access, I can pass data of 1. Okay, so what is the data of 2? That is 0, it's h, and 1 which is e, and then which is l. L is the 3, sorry, L is the second position, right? 0, 1, 2. So data of 2 means L. So that is the L here. And if you want to access up until a certain index, until the certain number, so here data of colon, so in square braces colon 6, what it means up to the 6. So hello. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the 6 data, or 6 up to the 6th index we are going to give us the output. Okay, so that is the data of colon 6. And then data 3 colon, what it means from the index, from which index we need to get the data. So 3 colons means it will start from the third data. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So it will start from L, and it is going to give us the result, low champs. Okay, so that is about 3 colon. And data of 1 colon double 1. So starting and then ending 1. So here it is, I'm going to put like 1. So instead of 0, I'm going to put 1. And in the end, instead of 12, I'm going to put 11. So it starts from 1 and it is going to end at 11. So it is printed that yellow champ. Okay, it excluded H and then S at the last. Okay. So and then data of colon -1. So if you want to reverse the string completely, because colon means it is going to start to the end, that complete data. So it is going to be like -1 means it is going to reverse the data. So instead of hello champ, it is completely reverse the complete string. SPMAHC and OLLEH. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, completely transfers the string. Okay, so this is what about SPMAH and then OLLEH. Okay, so this is about SP. This is the like string reversing the index. Okay, and then if you want to go further for additional data processing, so here we have another string. So here we have empty spaces is here at the first, and then in the end also there is some empty spaces. First of all, if you want to remove that, the first and then end of the empty spaces, you can use the syntax called strip. Okay, data 2.strip, which is going to be helpful for removing the spaces in the beginning and the end. Okay, so that is a stripped data. And if you want to terminate, or if you want to split the data, for an example, in the string there is a comma here. If you want to remove that comma, comma can be removed by using the split function. Okay, so stripped data means the space removed data, stripped data dot split function. So split of, inside the double quotes we have a specified comma, so it will return you the statement. It is kind of like different two variables like hello and then champ. So comma will be terminated because here comma is going to be a delimiter. So here you may see the data. For an example, guys, what are the problem statements? For an example, if your data is like this, so if your data is 12 o'clock and 50th second. Okay, so if this is your time, so if someone asking you to split this data, I need hour separately, I need minutes separately, I need a second separately. Okay, so if you need that, so that for that application you can use the syntax called split function. So with the split function you can specify the delimiter. Instead of comma you can put up a colon, so that string will be splitted out. So based on that you can access hours and minutes and then seconds separately. So that is a major core function where you are using a split function to split the certain string. Okay, so that is a clean data. What is the clean data? Which is first of all that complete splitter data, which is hello and then champ. If you need a champ, I can able to access a clean data of 0, or if I need hello, so I can put a clean data of 0, so that I'll get a hello. And if you want to change into uppercase, you can use UPP upper function. So with the help of that complete string will be changed into uppercase, and this is the lowercase. And this is the sentence format. The first letter will be capital and remaining it will be lowercase by using the capitalize function. And if you want to replace the certain function or certain data, so I'm going to use the split data with before splitting function. So this is the complete string. So from the string, I'm going to replace this comma with the more number of asterisk. Okay, so with the help of that, we are going to replace that comma with more number of asterisk. Okay, so these are all the things, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed the session. It's really huge session. Okay, so likewise, I learned the complete basics about how to use the data type. What is the data type? What is the basic functions, and how to use the functions, and how to process the strings, and how to process the other data type. How to check out whether what is the data type is, and how to use the for loop, how to use the while. So likewise, we have explored a lot more things from the session, right? So okay, so that's all up to the session, guys. Okay, we are also providing a 30-day success mindset. This about 30-day success mindset. Yesterday's task is about write down everything you can think of that would improve your current working environment. So working environment in the sense physical clutter and then digital clutter. We have spoken a lot about it. So I hope you all wrote it down. And today's success mindset task, which is about writing down all the project ideas and plans you are considering, then prioritize the list in the order of what will bring in cash first. So what does mean by that? If you have any idea, or if you have any projects, so if you have any work to do in your office, so anything, so you just write down what are the plan ideas, business ideas, or your like your work ideas, so anything, so which is going to bring you some cash. Okay, if you are really good at blog, you can also write blog for us and you can get paid for it. Okay, likewise, you can able to first of all write down ideas. What are the ideas are there? Freelancing, so anything. So you just write down all ideas, and from that you just print or prioritize. So what is the first one, second one, third one, fourth one? So likewise, you just prioritize what are the list. So from that list, you just try to take one and try to work on it and try to generate some cash from it, because money is also highly needed, right? So we can able to generate. You just first of all writing is the first task. Write down what are all the ideas in your brain where it can able to generate some cash for you, generate some money for you. Please write it down. Okay, so based on priority in the sense which it can able to easily achievable, which is easily achievable, that is the first priority, and then second, and then third. So likewise, you just write it down what are the possibilities where you can able to generate some money from it. Okay, so that is the success mindset task of day 17. So please don't forget to write it down. So thank you once again. It's me, Sanjay, signing